Hello, viewers. In today's lesson, I shall be talking on the laws of Sierra Leone. And at the end of this lesson, I hope that you'll be able to identify where the laws of Sierra Leone are and what these laws are. In the second place, I also hope that you'll be able to know who makes these laws and how these laws are changed from time to time. The laws of Sierra Leone can be found under Section 170 of the 1991 Constitution, Act number 6 of 1991. And these laws, as outlined on your screen, include the Constitution itself, which is the main law of all these laws, laws made by or under the authority of Parliament, for instance, statutes, acts, and also parliamentary resolutions that give effect to the applicability of international law, for instance, treaties. And we also have others, rules, regulations, and other statutory instruments that are made by other different authorities in the state. We also have the existing law, that is, these laws that existed before the coming into force of this constitution. And we also have the common law, which, for the purpose of Sierra Leone, comprise the rules of common law itself, the rules of equity, and the rules of customary law. That is the customary law of the country. Then these laws, as outlined, they are generally categorized into primary sources, secondary sources, and mixed sources. The primary sources comprise the Constitution itself and laws made by or under the authority of Parliament. So these have been categorized under the primary sources because they serve as the foundation from which additional laws derive their existence. So they are the primary sources. We have secondary sources. These have been categorized under secondary sources because they derive their existence by authority of the Constitution, which is the primary law. So these secondary sources include orders, rules, regulations, and other statutory instruments. And examples of such include parliamentary standing orders. Of course, there are orders, as you can see under Section 94 of the Constitution. We also have court orders. Of course, the court can make orders. Yes, can make orders, give them, for instance, the order of mandamus, certiorari, habeas corpus. These are all orders that the court can give. So we have high court rules. So we have rules that are made to guide the proceedings of a particular court under the hierarchy of the courts in Sierra Leone. And the High Court rules is a typical example. And its law. We have Commission of Inquiry rules. Its law. We have state of emergency regulations that are made under state of public emergency by the president. We have council regulations. We have statutory instruments, as you can see under Section 91 of the Local Government Act of 2004. Then we also have mixed sources. They are mixed because they can either be primary or secondary. And examples of such, we have the existing law and we have common law. The existing law, as you can see on your screen, it comprises all written and unwritten laws that existed before the coming into force of this constitution. And they and we also have the common law, and these are rules of common law. We have rules of equity, and we also have the rules of customary law. And especially under customary law, we have those rules that are determined by the Superior Court of Judicature. So there might be as thousands of customary laws, customs in the country, but the Superior Court of Judicature determines which one is law in the country. So we also have on the next page who makes them and how are they changed. So you might be interested to know who makes the constitution, who makes laws made by under the authority of parliament, As you can see, the constitution is made by parliament together with the electorate. Why? Because it is an important document that cannot be solely changed, cannot be solely made by parliament. So the process through which this is done is referred to as referendum. So it is a process through which important issues of national concern are being decided by parliament together with the electorate. And in this case, we have the constitution. The electorate, these are people that are qualified to participate on issues of national concern. For instance, those above 18 years. So these are the electorate. We have also others rules. Who makes them? We have the court. The court can make others. The president can also make regulations. Ministers can make statutory instruments. Rules of court committee can make rules to guide the proceedings of a particular court. For instance, the High Court rules as mentioned earlier. So the method through which these orders are made, the same method used to create them is the same method they also use to change them. So we have the existing law. The existing law, who makes them? They are already in existence. So, and they were made by authorities. Then we have, how do they modify these existing laws? These existing laws are changed, they are made with time. For instance, if a new 2020 Constitution of Sierra Leone comes into force, all those laws that existed before the coming into force of this 2020 Sierra Leone Constitution, they are subject to amendment, subject to modification. So this clause in the Constitution permits the modification, the changing of these previously existed laws. So we have the common law. Who makes it? The common law can be made by the court, judge-made laws, and the common law for the purpose of sharing can also be made by traditional chiefs. So, for instance, customary law, it falls under common law in Sierra Leone. And how is customary law developed? Customary law develops through the principle of precedent. So judicial precedent, for instance, wherein the court can establish new principles from previous cases that share similar facts and circumstance with the present case. So this is referred to as judicial precedent. And also these same rules, new rules that are given rise to, are applied in subsequent cases that share similar facts and principle with the already existing case. So, viewers, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and hit the notification bell on your screen right there. And also, if you enjoy this video and you would like to patronize with us, you can contact us. You can contact us on the following numbers as displayed on your screen. You can see it right there. You can also reach us out through our email address, through our Facebook page, and also our WhatsApp group. You can contact the WhatsApp number in order to know more about the law basket. And also, viewers, if you are interested in case summaries, I understand that most times you find it very difficult to read cases, in big voluminous textbooks. So we have made it simple for you. We have reduced these principles into short paragraphs so that you can understand better. They are exam revision friendly in the sense that after you've read a whole lot of textbooks, these will be very important. These case summaries will be very important in helping you know the importance of principles, the important principles you are required to know before sitting to your exam. So we've developed case summaries on criminal law, law of tort, and evidence. So as you have subscribed, you hit the notification bell. We hope to hear your views, your comments on our YouTube channel, our Facebook page. Thank you for watching.